Alright, so I'm back. My name's Carlos, and this video I'm just going to clarify the wiring of the light, because in the my previous video the wiring portion got a little confusing, and I kind of just lost track of my train of thought, and so the purpose of this video is to clarify the wiring. Okay, so obviously, you know, it's a Hilites Flex 40 mounted onto a Prinsu, and I mounted it my own way. I mounted it to a crossbar, which is not the way Prinsu tells you to do it, but it's the way I feel is more secure and easier and cheaper. You don't have to buy their heretic mounting brackets to get it to fit. All right, and then you know, and also you don't have to chop the mounting brackets. Okay, so anyway, so all right, so let's come here. All right, so what I did was I got the Cali raised OEM switch, okay, which is this one right here. All right, it's a cool little switch. It's got the picture of the light bar, and it says LED light bar on it. So the way I wired it, right, the switch comes with 4 wires, a green, a black, 2 red with white stripes. The 2 red with white stripes, you put them together, okay? And what you're going to do with those 2 red with white stripe is you're going to power that with a tap, okay? Now when you do the tap is going to go on the fuse box, and that's the tap right there, okay? This tap is not an ordinary tap, okay? It is called an add circuit, but it's not an ordinary add circuit. It is a low profile, okay, write this down, LP mini, okay? It's an LP mini fuse add circuit, okay? They're not that easy to find. I did find it at AutoZone. I don't know if any other places carry it, but I went to an O'Reilly's, they didn't have it. Walmart didn't have it. Pep Boys didn't have it. And they all told me that it's such a hard thing to find, because it's a low profile mini fuse, so they're like super small and super low profile. But anyways, I took the fuse out for an accessory, which is the power supply. I'm sorry, power outlet, 15 amps. Take that fuse out, replace it with the added fuse. Then you take that same fuse you took out, the 15 amp, and you put it in the added fuse. Okay, so it replaces it. It still protects the power outlet. Okay, then in the slot that's left over, which is the top slot, all right, the slot that is in line, okay, with the wire, that is the new fuse, okay, for the accessory that you're adding, which is those 2 red wires. And it calls for 3 amps. I put a 5 amp fuse in there. All right, I don't know what kind of effect that'll have, but I got a fire extinguisher handy, and hopefully it doesn't come to that, but I don't think 2 amps is going to make a huge difference. All right, so anyway, so I added that fuse there, add a circuit, I'm sorry. Then you take this wire, okay, and you splice it with those 2 red ones. All right, you solder it, connect it, do, you know, however you want to do it, okay? Solder it, shrink wrap, you know, go crazy on it, right? I just put it together. I used a wire nut, and then I electrical tape it, and then I hit it away with zip ties, okay? So that takes care of the connection of the switch. The only thing about this connection is that when your ignition is on, both LED bulbs are going to be on in the switch. The one that lights up the LED light bar lettering, the word, and then the one that lights up the picture of the LED light bar. Both of these will be on, whether the switch is on or off, okay? They'll both be on. There is a way to wire it where only the lettering is on when your car is on and the light's off, and then when you hit the switch to on, this light bar picture turns on, kind of like signaling that your light bar is on. But I don't know how to wire it that way. Maybe you do, and you can do it, but, or maybe you could explain it to me in the comments, but I don't know how to do that, and I didn't want to start messing around with, you know, different things, and, you know, so I just did it the way Cali raised shows in their video. They actually have a video of an install, and that's how they do it. They put together the 2 red ones and then connect that to an accessory power. Very simple. Okay. You do have to connect those 2 red ones though. If you don't, the switch won't work and your lights won't work. And I don't see the need to have this thing on, because when this switch is on, you'll know. You know what I mean? That light bar is so bright, so strong. Even in broad daylight, you'll know that that light's on. But so that's it. That's how I wired it. The firewall thing, it is hard to get that wire through that firewall. I guess there's people that use coat hangers and metal rods and whatnot. I just used my bare 2 fingers and I shoved that wire through. It worked out. Yeah, and that's it. All right, guys. Good luck with the install.